Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we'll list out the best selfie smartphones below the 20k price segment. So selfies have been one of the important aspects for most OEMs. So in the last couple of years we have seen almost all OEMs concentrating on the selfie performance of their smartphones. So selfie camera is one of the important aspects people look when they buy a new smartphone. So in this video we will highlight some of the best selfie focused smartphones below the 20k price segment right now in India. So let's get started with the video. So in this video we will be listing the smartphones based on the price and not based on which is a better smartphone in terms of selfie experience. So we'll be listing the phones which are priced higher to the phones which are priced lower. So first up in the list is the Oppo F5. So Oppo F5 was launched last year, towards the end of last year, and this is one of those smartphones with a really great selfie camera. It has a 20 megapixel selfie camera, and this comes with a 6-inch Full HD Plus resolution display, and this has again the 18:9 aspect ratio, and it comes with really good selfie camera, and Oppo claims that this is the first selfie camera with AI technology. So it comes with AI technologies to get the best selfie out there. So this is a really good selfie camera in the sub 20k price segment, and this has the Helio P23 octa-core chipset, and this comes with 4GB RAM and 32GB storage. So here are some of the selfie samples taken with the Oppo F5. So next up in the list is the Honor 9i. So Honor 9i comes with a quad camera. So when this device was launched, Honor said that this is the first smartphone with quad cameras and 18:9 aspect ratio display. So it comes with a 5.99-inch Full HD Plus resolution display, and it has a dual camera for selfies. It has a 13 megapixel primary camera and 2 megapixel secondary selfie camera for depth sensing. So this is again one of the really good selfie centric smartphones here, and this is priced 17,999 and comes with really good specifications. Kirin 659 octa-core chipset. Rear camera is also a dual camera setup, good performance all round, and it's a really good package all round for this price segment. So here are some of the samples we have taken with the Honor 9i. So next smartphone in the list is the Vivo V7. So Vivo V7 comes with an HD Plus resolution display, and this comes with a 24 megapixel selfie camera, and this is powered by the Snapdragon 450 octa-core chipset, and this comes with 4GB RAM as well. So this is quite a decent performer, but in terms of the specifications, this is not a really great smartphone because it has an HD Plus resolution display, while all the smartphones have moved to Full HD Plus resolution. So this is the device which is least in terms of the specifications offered at this price segment. So that's the Vivo V7. So here are some of the samples we have taken with the Vivo V7. So next up in the list is the Moto G5S Plus. So most of the viewers might be thinking this has just an 8 megapixel camera, and why is Moto G5S Plus listed here? But the 8 megapixel camera on the Moto G5S Plus does a really good job in terms of selfie performance, and it also has an LED flash for selfies, so it can take some really good selfies, and the 8 megapixel shooter is definitely one of the good selfie smartphones below the 20k price segment. So this comes with the Snapdragon 625 chipset and 4GB RAM and a good design and build quality as well. So that's the Moto G5S Plus, and here are some of the samples we have taken with the Moto G5S Plus. So next up in the list is the new Xiaomi's Redmi Note 5 Pro. So Redmi Note 5 Pro comes with a massive 20 megapixel camera, and this has one of the really good selfie cameras out there. It is again a newer chipset, the Snapdragon 636, and it comes with a really good rear camera as well. So selfie camera highlights include great edge detection, and we have compared almost all smartphones in this price segment and found that the edge detection in the portrait mode on the selfies was one of the best in this sub 20k price segment. So that's the Redmi Note 5 Pro. It comes with a 5.99-inch Full HD Plus resolution display, and it also has 4000 mAh battery. So here are some of the samples we have taken with the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So next step in the list is the Honor 7X. So Honor 7X has an 8 megapixel shooter, but it does come with a pretty good experience in terms of selfies as well. It has this bokeh mode in the selfie camera as well, and does a really good job in terms of selfies. It may not be the best out there with the 8 megapixel shooter, but definitely one of the smartphones to consider in this price segment for good selfie experience. Other than that, it comes with a Kirin 659 octa-core chipset, 4GB RAM, and it comes with a dual rear camera as well, which performs pretty well. Now it comes with EMUI, and it's a really good overall package in this price segment. So here are some of the samples we have taken with the Honor 7X. So next step in the list is again on a device. So this is the Honor 9 Lite, which was launched this year, and this is probably one of the smartphones which is running Android Oreo out of the box. So it again comes with a dual front camera. It has a 13 megapixel primary camera and 2 megapixel secondary camera for depth sensing, almost similar to what we have seen on the Honor 9i. Again, it has a rear dual camera and 18:9 aspect ratio display, and it's a really good overall package at 10,999 pricing. So it has EMUI 8.0 and Android Oreo out of the box. So here are some of the selfie samples taken with the Honor 9 Lite. So all these camera smartphones we have listed right now are in the 20 to 10k price segment. So if you are looking for a sub 10k price smartphone for great selfies, then we have the Infinix Hot S3. So Infinix Hot S3 is a relatively new brand, but it comes with a really good selfie camera, 20 megapixel selfie camera. We have also done a detailed review of this camera and found this camera to be quite a good selfie shooter. It may not be as good as the other phones, but for the pricing it is offered, that's 8,999 pricing, it does a really good job here. And it also has this dual LED flash for the selfies, and the rear camera performance is also quite decent overall. And it comes with not really powerful features, but it has Android Oreo out of the box, and for an 8,999 pricing, this is definitely a good selfie camera. So here are some of the samples we have taken with the Infinix Hot S3. So now we have listed 8 smartphones with great selfie camera below the 20k price segment. So there are other smartphones including the Lenovo K8 Note which does a decent job with selfies. The Honor 6X, which is still now selling in India, which was released early 2017, is also a decent performer in terms of selfies. And we have a few other smartphones in the budget segment as well, but we have picked up the best out there for selfie cameras. Now out of these 8 smartphones, which is the best in terms of selfie performance? That's a tricky question. So all these selfie centric smartphones have their own pros and cons in terms of selfies performance. So we're just evaluating purely based on the selfies performance only, and we're not talking about the other aspects. So based on the selfie performance alone, if I were to choose one of the best in terms of the performance, we would choose the Redmi Note 5 Pro. So why Redmi Note 5 Pro? Because the 20 megapixel shooter does a really good job, and when we compared with all these camera smartphones, we found that the performance is really good on this device, and the edge detection is one of the really great aspects of the Redmi Note 5 Pro. But we can't really say that the Redmi Note 5 Pro is the best in all the conditions. We can't really say that, because there are some areas where other smartphones also have better selfies, but our personal choice would be the Redmi Note 5 Pro in terms of the selfie camera. So that's the best selfie camera smartphones below the 20k price segment. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. So which is your pick among these smartphones for selfie experience? So share in your thoughts in the comment section below, and hope this video was useful. Do hit that like button and also hit the red subscribe button for more videos. We'll be coming up with more such best smartphone series, so stay tuned for that. So this is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.